Can I grow the worst player in FIFA 23 career mode into a Ballon d'Or contending baller? By using only training and development plans, today we're on a mission to turn an unknown talent into a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care how long it takes, today we'll be finding out if dynamic potential is actually really broken this year. I am taking control of the quote-unquote worst player in FIFA. Out at Shamrock Rovers, it is the Irish teenager Tetteh. He's a right winger, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, coming in at 5'9". So sit back, relax as we play out the career of Tetteh. Today's goal is to train him up from a 46 rated youth academy winger into a Ballon d'Or contending world-class talent that is going to take the footballing world by storm. This is going to be one hell of a challenge. It's going to take borderline forever. Not only is Sir BCHD trying to make him the best in the world, but we're also trying to make him win a bit of silverware along the way. Here is the current situation here in the Irish League. It is pretty much the perfect place to set out and start his career. We've gifted him with the captain's armband. He is the main starter here in our first 11. At the time of recording this and in this save, he is currently 46 overall with a 70 potential. With a whopping 36 strength and 45 reactions, some of his worst stats, it isn't looking too bad. Actually, no, I take that back. I see a lot of red. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any traits or specialties we can boast about and is currently the worst ranked player in this team in the world. So in order to get him game time, we're going to eliminate all the other right winger competition. We need to prioritize this man's development and he needs to get as many minutes under his belt. So we're releasing a couple of stars. Growth is the mission, so development plans, we're going straight there and we're going to try and get his weak foot up to 5 stars. He'll be training the inverted winger development plan and maybe we'll even switch it up throughout the season. It is going to be a long haul. We're in it for the grind as the Irish 16-year-old has got his life ahead of him with a current market valuation of 130k. He's getting £430 a week, so that's pretty good at 16. I was sitting on the couch playing FIFA 16 at that age, so yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself. On a 6-year contract, we've got all the admin work out of the way. Now it's time to simulate and hope the training and game time does its job. Apparently, dynamic potential is a little bit broken as well, so we're here to break the curse and test out to see if it actually works. It's more of a Tetteh career simulation, not a Shamrock Rovers career mode, so unfortunately, we're not in good stead with the board right now, but that doesn't really matter because our main and only priority, Tetteh. Let's see how the club captain has done this season. He has grown up a +6 in overall, now reaching 17. He's been in good form and has reached 52 overall. So yes, we've made it over the halfway stage. Things are starting to heat up as the captain racked up 27 appearances with 7 goals and 4 assists to add to his tally, 11 goal contributions. He had an average match rating of 6.85. We also did convert him into a left winger position. Didn't take too long to convert him. We did manage to get him that 5-star weak foot, and the development plan he's on now has got him that high attack and work rate. Still waiting on that one to complete, and then we'll move on to the 5-star skills in season 2, but that has not really skyrocketed his market value all too much. He's gone up 30%, now standing at 170k. The groundwork has been set. It's a decent start in first season. You gotta give it to him. And in his first season as a professional, he also managed to get a little bit of silverware here as the EA Sports Cup. They won 3-1 in the final, and Tetteh got to lift it. First season of many is in the books. It is done and dusted. Now headed into the second campaign, we've managed to keep our job. Things are looking good. His prospect and potential is still high, and he's already grown up into a 53 overall. But to start off, we're going to switch his development plan into the wide playmaker just to get that 5-star skills. He's got everything in his locker, this young kid, besides traits, but that's about it. In terms of his instructions in the team and his role, he's not just the captain. I'm going to set him up on stay forward, free roam, get him behind supportive runs, and stay on the edge of the box for crosses. So we'll see if that has a major impact on his performances this time around. Season 2 is where I hope things would kick off, and they have. In terms of overall, he has received a +6 boost. Hasn't reached the 60s though, at a 59 rating. His potential status is still at the club since 2021, so we haven't seen anything there in terms of showing great potential or an exciting prospect. He's still very happy, in good form, and this season he managed to rack up 40 appearances, getting 9 goals and 4 assists, so 13 goal contributions for the teenager. Still at only 18 years of age, he's making his name known here in Ireland. Of course, with that development plan, the wide playmaker, he's got 5-star, 5-star now, all the skills and tricks you could ever ask for. Let's just hope he stays consistent, doesn't get injured, and keeps up these great performances, as he's now valued at 250k on the transfer market, increasing 47%. He is now one of the better players in this team. Definitely starting week in, week out. It's one of those development years. He needed to get this one under his belt as he just almost missed out on winning the Irish League to St. Pat's by 1 point, as we close this second season chapter with no silverware to Tetteh's name. We're switching his wide playmaker development plan into a wide winger, no, inverted winger, trying to boost his pace, shooting, and stamina simultaneously. And also, I think it's time. He's deserved it. The man needs a brand new contract. With the 18-year-old now earning up to 10 bags a week, he is smiling ear to ear about that. Absolutely balling at the moment. Now, let's hope that translates on the pitch and keeps his growth going in the right direction. Now, here we are, the end of Season 3. The 18-year-old captain now has gone up a +2, so that is now starting to scare me. Is it time for a move away? He still has no potential status at the club since 2021, which isn't a good sign. Have we arrived at panic stations yet? I'm not quite sure, because this has been his best season in terms of output. His production has reached double figures in both goals and assist departments, with 16 goals, 20 assists, 36 goal contributions in 38 games. Insane stuff. With an average 7.72 match rating, that deserves a +5, a +6 type of season. Dynamic potential just yet to kick in yet. I'm not quite sure what we're doing wrong, but we're going to try and figure it out. Now he has market valuation of 300k, up 36%. We should be seeing him at least 65 or 66 overall right now. Easily the best player in the team in terms of performances, and he's had 2 pieces of silverware to lift up this season, winning the Irish League comfortably and also taking home the EA Sports Cup as club captain. I don't know though, for Season 4, the grass might be greener on the other side. It might be time for pastures new. We can't afford another season where his overall and attributes don't get boosted like they deserve to. His dynamic potential was actually working and doing its job. However, progress has been stunted. Let's hope it's not the same next time around. Season 4 has just thrown a spanner in the works. We've browsed the jobs, we've applied for the Wigan athletic manager position, so we're going to take it and bring good old Gideon Tetteh along with us. However, we've got to check and see what his stats are like so far during this season, as over in Ireland, they've only played 13 games. Well, I mean, at least Tetteh's played 13, scored 7, managed to get 3 assists as well, so 10 goal contributions for him so far, +1 to his overalls, not looking too good at a 62. Consider this like the halfway stage report of the campaign, as his first light green stat, stamina at a 72, I've only just realized, and dribbling at 71. Nonetheless, we're off to the championship. It's time for an upgrade. New surroundings are coming soon for the former worst player in FIFA. Let's hope Wigan is the destination where his career just explodes into the stratosphere and we can start to see some real progress. We're outside of the transfer window, but it's Tetteh's first big move of his career at 19 years of age. We have picked him up on a free transfer due to the fact that Shamrock were just not letting him go. He was either too important for the team, or it just said they didn't have enough depth in the position, which was just a complete bug. So I made sure to release him, and we picked him up on a free, ease of access, and we get him straight away. We don't have to wait till the next transfer window. He joins this Wigan outfit as the only left winger. The number 23 guarantees he's going to get game time. There you have it. That's how he lines up in this Wigan setup, the 4-2-3-1 formation, starting out on the left wing, and they're currently in a relegation battle. So let's see if he can save them and provide salvation for the former FA Cup winners. I didn't actually realize, but he's been assigned the sporadic first team role, which we've probably got to fix out in Season 5, but here at the end of Season 4, I've only just realized that his potential status has gone up to an exciting prospect. I don't know if that's because he's transferred, or he just had a decent season, or dynamic potential is finally starting to work. He just turned 20 as well, so that could have been a factor, as the Irish wonderkid actually ended up getting a goal and assist in the final game of the season to keep Wigan alive in the championship. We've applied the wide winger development plan on him, so that's what will be keeping him going in Season 5, as his financials, he's finally hit that £1.1 million valuation. Small but steady steps here for Gideon Tetteh, aiming to climb the ranks here at Wigan and maybe get a Premier League promotion under his belt. Now, in order for Tetteh to take full advantage of this season, take it by the scruff of the neck, we've got to eliminate all his competition. So Anthony Scully, his fellow countryman, gets released. He's out the door. So is Jordan Jones. We can't have any other left wing or left mid talent. Oh, we've already released too many players. We'll try convert him into a different position or something. However, at the start of Season 5, we've gone through half a decade with this lad, and he is now showing great potential. So I believe that is a status downgrade. So the minutes he'll get in the championship are going to be priceless. Oh, and how could I forget? We've slapped him with the captain's armband. Club captaincy goes to our boy. Let me just showcase to you guys that we've gone absolutely buck wild in this summer transfer window just to improve the talent around Tetteh. We've brought in some free agents, some ex-Premier League players coming down in the championship. So with these kind of signings, I feel like Wigan have got a good shot at promotion. Obviously, no players that can actually compete with him and take away game time, but just just upgrades to the squad in general all around the pitch. And this new look first team is starting to look scary. Well, looks like I was getting ahead of myself. Wigan not even qualifying for the promotion playoffs, so finishing in 8th, guaranteeing Tetteh another season of championship football. The team and the brand new signings didn't live up to the hype, but let's take a look at Tetteh's overall numbers this season. The captain of the squad, growing up a +6, and he is still showing great potential. We haven't seen a jump like that in growth for a couple of seasons now, so it's good to see. That's the kind of progress we need year in, year out, and he's getting the appearances to back it up. 47 appearances, 11 goals and 5 assists, with an average match rating of 6.84. The production levels need to be raised. The bar needs to be lifted just a slight bit more. Only 16 goal contributions, so I don't know how much game time he's actually getting in terms of minutes on the pitch, but now we're starting to see a few more dark green stats pop up. Attack positioning, now he's highest at an 82 alongside dribbling, but this was a season he needed to get back on track. Now his transfer market value is standing at £2.9 million. That's up 163%. It's good to see. We're probably going to get him on a brand new contract as well. Okay, well that just failed, so we'll try again next season and get him on the big bucks as we approach the Premier League. Still at only 20, he's got plenty of time to become the best player in FIFA, or at least reach the 90s. With season 6 here at Wigan, I just hope it's more of the same. New year, new contract here at Wigan for Tetteh. We're going to get him to be a rotational squad player. That's an upgrade from sporadic. He's getting ample game time in the starting 11 anyway, because he's the only left winger at the club. We're just going to make sure our boy's getting that bread, 40k a week. But then our 21-year-old, I'm expecting big things, son. It's a good feeling, you know. The youngster hasn't won a piece of silverware in a while, and now this superstar free agents Wigan squad, with Tetteh leading the line, has won the championship. Wigan back in the Prem, you love to see it. Being one of the main protagonists to lead the club back to the promised lands. Let's get a gauge on his performances this season, and he was the second highest goal scorer at the club behind Ivan Toney. With 49 appearances, he managed 16 goals and 6 assists, definitely upping his production levels from last time out. With a +6 to his growth, we haven't seen that kind of improvement since season 1. 22 goal contributions this campaign, our short king Irishman. Now that he's hit 22, we don't get to see his potential status anymore, so it's just going to be at the club since 2025. He's tearing it up with an average match rating of 7.03. He might switch up the development plan as well. Yeah, chuck him on wide playmaker. That acceleration needs to match the sprint speed ASAP. And in the financial sector, he is now valued on the market at £11 million, and that is booming up 358%. Let's head on to season 7, where hopefully he can crack into the 80s. Unfortunately, he hasn't been caught up to the Irish national team yet, or he's not even in the starting 11, so hopefully we can also build up to him being part of the first team setup. We've hooked our boy up with a brand new contract. He is now an important first team player, getting 50 G's a week. I can feel it. I can smell it. It's an 80+ season coming. Can he do it in the Prem though? It's a whole new ballpark up here. So the training will be focusing on his acceleration and passing attributes. Has he got what it takes to keep this Wigan squad afloat? We're going to have to wait and see in lucky season number 7. Not only was Tetteh able to steer Wigan clear of relegation, they finished comfortably in mid-table, 11th with 47 points. I mean, that was a cruisy kind of season, and he took full advantage. He excelled so much that he ended up capping off the season with the Player of the Month award. There we have it. He's only gone and done it. Back-to-back +6 seasons to his overall. That's the kind of boost and the kind of momentum we needed headed forward if he wants to become the best. Not too bad from the former 46 rated player. The Irish Short King is very happy. Thumbs up in every single department, and we go over to his stats. It is perfectly balanced as all things should be. The 23-year-old with 42 appearances didn't shy away from scoring or assisting in the Premier League this year. That's 36 goal contributions, 18 goals, 18 assists. Perfect stuff with an average match rating of 7.11. As we've still got him on this wide playmaker development plan, it's getting the best out of him, getting the most out of him. So we're going to keep it at that, as his highest valued attribute is stamina at 92. Attack positioning comes close there at 91, and 90 dribbling, 84 finishing for the winger. He's finished off the season with good form and the Player of the Month award, and that sees his transfer market value reach that halfway stage. He's nearly at that 100 million, 54 million pounds on the transfer market, and that has seen a 671% increase. He is breaking the charts at the moment, and surely that calls for a summer transfer move away. I think a big move is the next step for his career, as he proved that he could do it at any level. He wasn't scared of the big leagues. Now Gideon Tetteh is well and truly on his way to becoming a Ballon d'Or candidate. Proven to the big clubs that he can do it. Even at Wigan, he has pulled through with 17 assists, topping the charts. And with a season like that, of course he's going to be in Ireland's starting 11. I don't think they're in the World Cup or the Euros, but he's made it into the international team setup, so that's another big milestone for his career. Oh no, there you go. Ireland are in the Euros, but I doubt they'll make it out of the group. Drawn into a group of death with Spain, Germany, and Portugal, so good luck, lads. How we all saw what happened when we brought him over to Wigan and how it boosted his attributes, his potential, just took him to that next step in his career. So now we're going to progress him even further. I'm going to add him to the transfer list, see what kind of offers we get to let the Irishman express himself and his world-class abilities in a world-class team. No offense, Wigan. After a disappointing stint at the Euros, I mean, I'm pretty sure Ireland were just happy to be there. They got themselves 2 draws, finishing 3rd above Germany in the group. So he's coming off a high. Let's see if that attracts even more potential suitors. We've got our first bid through the door, and it's OGC Nice in France. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're a big enough club, unfortunately, so we're going to go ahead and reject that. But first offer through the door, and Nice weren't playing around with an £80 million bid. The offers are just flying in at the moment. We've got Stade Rennais coughing up 83.2 million, Napoli, Liverpool, but I just don't think they're the right home for him. I don't think it's the logical next step. We're just going to wait for the perfect offer to arrive. Oh, here we go. Arsenal have come through. I think that might be a little bit more realistic. They've come through with a swap deal, so it's not going to be the exact amount that he's worth. £6.9 million plus a world-class Manuel Locatelli. I think we've got to accept that. At least we can get something in return. Tetteh gets to stay in England, stay in the Premier League. Ooh, there's Bayer Leverkusen as well. £93.7 million. You know what? I'm going to accept that as well. Both offers. Let's see what happens first. I'm sorry, Bayer Leverkusen. I know they coughed up nearly £100 million for the Irishman, but we've got to go ahead and accept Arsenal's offer. Locatelli goes the other way. I know it's tough to say goodbye. I'm sure all Wigan fans wanted Tetteh to become a club legend. However, he's off to pastures new to achieve bigger and better things. We're going to continue to follow his career as he picks up the number 20 in North London. You guessed it, of course we're following our boy wonder over to the Emirates. We still need full control and to micromanage his career in order for him to become the best. And that includes removing all possible left-wing talent he has to compete with at the club. So Talas Magno, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Mango, you're going to have to get released. I don't think Marcelo Flores is going to keep him much competition considering his 2 overall points lower, but we're going to release him just to be safe. It's not a bad team he's working with here. We're going to put him into the starting 11, move him up into a more right-wing sort of position, more attacking-minded space. This is Arsenal's current strongest starting 11 here in 2028, and I think he's got the world-class talent around him in order to lift his game and just become an overall better player. Of course, the captaincy gets given to our boy in his 2nd ever Premier League season, so let's get on with it. From 11th place with Wigan, he has now reached the Champions League qualification. It's the classic Arsenal 4th, the specialty in North London as Spurs win the Premier League. Mr. Gideon Tetteh also did manage to get his first piece of major silverware here in England, with an FA Cup win against Liverpool in the final 2-1, and in the Carabao Cup they were eliminated in the quarterfinals to the Premier League champions Spurs 1-0. It also was the Irishman's debut in the Champions League, getting to use his skills on the continental stage as they topped the Champions League Group F in the round of 16, though getting smacked against Borussia Dortmund 5-1. That is translated to him becoming a crucial first team squad player, now increasing a +5, still very happy at the club, and he's now the club captain at 87 overall. High 80s were what we were aiming for, but for some reason it is showing a -1 to his actual overall. I don't understand how this happens, and with 55 appearances this season in all competitions, he's now starting to turn into a goal scoring winger. 21 goals and 9 assists, the perfect 30 goal contributions for the short king, and the wide playmaker development plan still working wonders. I think we're going to switch him back to either wide winger or inverted winger. We'll just switch him around, whatever training suits him and grows him the most, because financially he's now valued at £152 million, getting paid 155k a week. Yeah, it's a different ballpark, it's a different game over here at Arsenal, and at 24 he is still yet to approach his prime. I might just, take a look at the Ballon d'Or standings for next season, see if he gets nominated, but I doubt it. Nonetheless, the 90s are approaching, this experiment going from strength to strength every season, so let's see if he can break into that world-class bracket here in season 9. Don't worry, lads, we are building a super squad around big boy Tetteh. We're putting the puzzle pieces together. This Arsenal team is looking like a world-class outfit. With these big money signings around the Irishman, we made sure not to sign any left wingers, of of course. Trust me, his teammates have received a major upgrade. This team, he's now starting to play with some of the best players in the world. So BCHD's got it under control. Hopefully all that summer spending inspires him and brings the best out of his game. I think it's still early days, but we are still nowhere near the Ballon d'Or contenders. The nominees this year is Real from Tottenham, Joao Felix, Rafael Leao, and Darwin Núñez to win the Ballon d'Or. It's a one position improvement from last campaign, but it's still no Premier League title for Tetteh in his career. However, they did manage to reach the FA Community Shield and lost that one out to North London rivals Tottenham. Yet again, the silverware is looking pretty dry, only an FA Cup under his belt, as Spurs bottled the final to Swansea City.
Tottenham is the history of the Tottenham.
We lost out to Spurs in the semis again, so Tetteh just has bad luck against Spurs, as in the Carabao Cup they didn't make the final either. However, in the Champions League though, they came oh so close to reaching the final, losing out to Bayer Leverkusen 5-4 on penalties by the slimmest of margins, and they were only able to come second in their group. In terms of numbers, in terms of performance, what did that mean for our boy Gideon? We have actually legit turned him into a generational talent from one of the worst wonder kids in the world. Dynamic potential, it's gone in and out, it's done its job in certain seasons, and now he is trained and grown to be one of the world's best. A +4 to his overall this season, now landing at a 91, the 25-year-old approaching his prime. He's had good luck with injuries, not really picking up any major time on the sideline. 30 goals and 14 assists. He's in excellent form with 58 appearances. The goal-scoring winger is not stopping anytime soon, and that could be Ballon d'Or worthy, contending, at least nominated for the prize. 44 goal contributions is just insane. An average match rating of 7.43. The inverted winger development plan is just working overtime. His attributes are looking absolutely insane, as sprint speed and acceleration both at a 99, 99 attack positioning, maxed out stats, and 94 stamina definitely does help in career mode. 99 dribbling as well. That is 4 maxed out attributes, and financially, he is now valued at £157 million, the highest valued asset here at the club. We're going to put him on the transfer list to start off season 10, a decade in, just to see if anyone bids for him. Can any club in the world afford this guy? From being an unwanted youth academy talent at Shamrock Rovers, 46 overall, is he now going to be in consideration for the world's biggest prize? Let's find out. It's a World Cup summer, and Bayer Leverkusen has not shied away their interest from taking Tetteh from us, as they tried to even poach him before he moved to Arsenal. Now they've got all this money, Champions League finalists as well, £208.1 million. I'm going to wait to see what other offers come through, but boy, they have got cash to spend. Guys, we've entered deep territory in this save now, the 2030 World Cup, and actually Ireland managed to qualify thanks to Tetteh. He led them to be top of the group amongst the likes of France, Australia, and Scotland. They were undefeated, unscathed, and unfortunately got matched up against Argentina in the round of 16, which saw them bow out 2-0. And he came through in 12th the assist charts for Ireland, 2 assists in 4 games. It's pretty decent stuff on the world stage. I don't know about you guys, but I'm expecting the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich to come through and offer this kind of money, but it's Wolverhampton Wanderers with a spare £208 million lying around. Don't even know where they're getting this from, but okay, Wolves, you do you. Now, I don't know what Gideon has to do, but still not nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 2030. He misses out against the likes of Phil Foden, Haaland, Mbappe, and Rafael Leao. We'll give it one more shot here at Arsenal and see if he can contend in the top 4 for next year's prize. Now we've had some serious offers from some big clubs come through the door, and of course Spurs. I mean, they've been haunting him his entire career. We've flat out rejected them. 165 from Dortmund, we've thrown that out the window, and now Bayern with the highest bid we've ever received, £213 million. It's outside the transfer window. He's going to make the move in January if all things go through. We're still not even halfway through this season yet, but with 24 appearances, he's got himself 17 goals and 3 assists, 20 goal contributions for the Irishman, who's going to seek a new adventure in the Bundesliga to see if that's enough to shoot him into the high 90s and get him the Ballon d'Or. There you go, the deal is done. He's signed on the dotted line and he's headed over to the Allianz Arena. It's only a C rating, so we could have got probably 250+ million if we negotiated properly. From the Irish leagues to the Prem, this is Tetteh's first major country move in a while. Now off to the Bundesliga as one of the world's best. Can he dominate a new league, a new country, a new culture he has to master? He's already played 6 games, scored 6 goals, but you know the drill. This Bayern team really isn't the best. I was expecting so many more talents in this squad. They've only got 21 players. I don't actually think we have to release any players. He's 92. He should get guaranteed game time nonetheless. I don't think we're going to thin out this squad even more. They're all light on numbers as it is. There's the lineup, pretty similar to what Arsenal had rocking as well. So second half of season 10, let's get it done. He did his best to come through and try get a German league title under his belt, but unfortunately coming third in the Bundesliga, 3 points behind Bayer Leverkusen, the club who have bidded twice for his services. Tetteh unable to get anything here in Germany in the DFB Pokal, again losing out to Bayer Leverkusen and getting knocked out in the quarters to Cologne 2-1. Oh, we got a Champions League final up against City though, so I do want to go ahead and quick sim that to see if he could pull it off in the big dance, be a big game player, and this will have a big impact on his Ballon d'Or credentials. And no, they lose out 2-1. Haaland, the nominee for the Ballon d'Or last year, getting the winner in the 65th minute. Tetteh just gone ghost, disappeared in the big final, and again, another piece of silverware slips from his grasp. The luck this man has had with his team has been anything but good, but this switch to Bayern, I'm still confident it was the right move as he's become the highest rated player at the club. +1 to his overall this season, crucial first team player in excellent form. The number 9 captain in the second half of the season, picking up 31 appearances in all competitions, 18 goals and 5 assists. Now 26-year-old entering his prime, that's 23 goal contributions in half a season. His growth is slowing down a little bit, but from 46 overall with a potential of 70, he has well exceeded his ceiling. Thanks to his yearly training, we actually didn't put him on a development plan, so he's just been rocking balance this whole time. Transfer market value has increased 5%, now at 177 mil. I think the development plan for next season needs to be wide playmaker. Let's get those passing stats up. Now, I've just had a 5,000 IQ idea come into fruition. I've bought the 2 Man City players that I believe were nominated last year for the Ballon d'Or in the top 4, and it's just blocking Tetteh from being nominated. Both Phil Foden and Erling Haaland. We've prized them away from Manchester City, and just to make sure that Tetteh gets his top 4 nomination, we're going to release these players into the free agency, because when a player becomes a free agent, you can't win the Ballon d'Or. So if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. We've done everything in our power. If they don't nominate him this time, it's just got to do with the fact he's Irish. There's simply no other answer. I mean, he's probably one of the best wingers, one of the best players in the world. So let's see if the number 9 gets the call up. Now that has just debunked my theory 10 times over, as the Player of the Year award, Ballon d'Or, goes to free agents Haaland. All he's done is sit on the couch and do nothing for the second half of 2031, but that's enough for him to claim it. I'm actually done. Tetteh, don't hate me for this, but I've failed you, son. Again, Tetteh has come so close, nearly 12 years into his career, and he's yet to win a major league title. Fouled in the Prem, fouling in the Bundesliga. However, we do have an DFB Pokal final up against the side who have arguably wanted him the most throughout this video. Look, guys, I'm not gonna front. Let's be realistic here. These probably aren't Ballon d'Or worthy numbers he's putting up. Still some decent production, double figures in both departments. The Irishman, now at age 27, has only gone up a +1 this season, but that has pushed him over to a 94. 36 goal contributions in 41 appearances. He might have picked up a few injuries here and there with an average match rating of 7.6. We could probably get him up to 96, 97 if we kept going. However, I actually want to use him in game just to see how he plays, see what he feels like on the ball. Still in excellent form, and I think is robbed of a Ballon d'Or nomination. I don't even know what this video's turned into anymore, because I've just gone into the future, season 12, to see the Ballon d'Or nominees. I've deleted Haaland from the game, forced him to retire, and it's just come through with Ryu again, Felix, Vlahovic, and of course it's Mbappe. So yeah, there's just no hope for Tetteh, unfortunately. Now back to the video. £179 million for the Irishman. That's his market value. He's taken not only his club sides to glory, but his national team to the World Cup and the Euros. So he's done it everywhere. Now let's see if he can actually lift the trophy as a captain. He's carved it up all season, but German Cup final time, let's hope he doesn't disappear and becomes a big game player. It's his time to shine. Leverkusen, we've got what you couldn't have, what you craved all this time. Gideon Tetteh now is going head to head to lift a trophy in his career. It's felt like so long since Arsenal's FA Cup. Here we go, Tetteh, first action on the ball, and look at him. We're gonna try to put that back into the middle. It's Tetteh's first shot straight at Ramsdale. Come on, give us the rub of the green, give us that Irish luck. Nice patient play here. Schaffer puts it through. It's Gideon Tetteh one-on-one with Ramsdale, and it only took him 2 chances, and our 94 rated baller opens the scoring inside 10 minutes, gives a big hug to Alphonso Davies, and that's his instinct, the left wing poacher. And when he cuts inside like that on the left boot, completely smashes that one home, choking the game by the scruff of the neck. Oh, here we go, another chance, a big through ball in again, and Tetteh gets clattered. Oh no, he's injured. Get up, son. I thought he hit the gym with his training. I think he's actually injured. Let me check. Oh my god, he's dead. Tetteh's still on the ground. Big save from Donnarumma and the equalizer from Leverkusen. Tetteh's actually injured. Where's the sideline commentator where you need him? I think he's a tough cookie. He can walk it off. Surely you're not injured enough to do a few skills. Show us off your 5-star skills, mate. Maybe this is why you didn't win the Ballon d'Or, Tetteh. You're made of glass. Again, he's had some injuries this season, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. Gvardiol's now got a job. Oh, he's completely missed a tackle. This could be 2 for Bayer Leverkusen, but Donnarumma gets a safe pair of hands to it, 1-on-1. And now the chance for the counter. Gideon Tetteh, he's still got the pace. He's not injured, and Ruben Diaz catches up to him, but he wins the ball back. And our Irishman now cuts back inside, loses his defender. Nice little roulette. No time to hug your shoulder, mate. The game must go on. The show must go on. Here we go now. Tetteh on one leg. Can he do something? He sees a nice through ball inside to Raspadori. A nice little give and go, a 1-2. You can tell he's not at full strength, but he crosses back inside and again gets caught out. But he finds the Raspadori offside. Oh no, it's a goal. There we go. Okay. He just assisted what could potentially be the winner in the 56th minute. Lovely pressure from the attacking lads up front. Tetteh on one leg. He should have got subbed off ages ago, but, you know, we're just forcing him to play the final. And the captain with 2 goal contributions in this cup final. Oh, no. It's going to be a second Donnarumma with another brilliant 1-on-1 save. Could it be the chance for Tetteh to end things here? Sees another beautiful ball. It's been a through ball into Pinto. It's Ronaldo's regen. I don't know what it is, but the inner playmaker in Tetteh is coming out tonight. And can Tetteh get there? He does. He's got the pace, but he gets taken down. How he hasn't been stretchered off yet, I don't know. That is that. All the training, all the development plans have led up to this moment. The dynamic potential has kicked in and is starting to work in FIFA 23. We turn one of the worst wonder kids in world football, according to FIFA 23, into an absolute champion. Unfortunately, we didn't get to win the Ballon d'Or with him, but he won some trophies. He scored some goals. We had fun along the way, and that's all that matters. It was a long and treacherous journey, but we made it in the end. And Gideon Tetteh, the Irish superstar, the wonder boy. Could he actually go on to do this in real life? I don't know, but it was possible in career mode. Now he's going to lift one of the first major trophies as a captain here at Bayern Munich. He went from Shamrock Rovers to Wigan to Arsenal. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. I don't know why Donnarumma is lifting the trophy. I didn't even start. Tetteh's right next to him. This has taken a turn for the worse. This has just been a weird climax. Tetteh was the captain? No? Okay. Nonetheless, that has been it. Drop the video a like down below. Hit subscribe. Turn on the notifications. All that good stuff. My social links will be down in the description box below. As always, I've been Sir BCHD. Gideon Tetteh, you're the man. And I'll catch you all in the very next video.